Hey.
It's a bird.
Hey.
It's a plane. It's the Comics Etc. Superman special.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's let's make Remy angry and piss him off
Yeah.
special.
Okay, here's the deal, guys.
Mate.
He doesn't like Superman at all.
No.
I'm indifferent.
Because,
I
okay, first off, you think you're Clark Kent because you've got the glasses, you've got the crappy attempt at the hair. Oh my god. Put them back on. We're going to have to edit that out because that lens is gone.
So before you tell us why you don't like Superman,
Yeah.
let's just talk a bit about Superman.
Yep, Superman.
I feel Superman is that character that everyone thinks that they like, but don't follow.
Yeah, but that's probably because there's so many different versions and people that have written.
I disagree. I think there's only one version. That's why he's so boring.
But there's different ways that it's been written. That changes
Yes, true. You see Superman ride, you see Superman t-shirts. Everyone always goes, my favorite superhero is like either I'd say Batman, Superman,
probably
and
because he's
Spider-Man.
been around so long as well.
Yeah. But when it comes to actually reading in the comics and knowing a lot about the characters, I don't really think people know much. I will let you guys know what I think. I like Superman. I don't love Superman.
Didn't ask.
Well, because you're going to tell us why you don't like. So it's kind of like a versus, like he said, she
It's
said.
not a
thing.
fight because I don't want to win, so it's fine. People can like Superman. I don't.
All right, tell us why don't you like Superman?
Okay, so first off, I came to this game very late. So
Yep.
I didn't grow up with comics other than like Casper the Ghost and like some random ones I got in show bags. So I wasn't ever into comics.
Yep.
And then when I started reading comics, I've read, like, I mean, I read a lot and you know that, but Superman just seems dumb. Like, it's like,
Okay.
first off, why are you always wearing your undies on the outside of your pants?
Yep.
His story's very dumb. Like, how can people not know who he is? Like, you wear glasses for God's sake. It's not going to change much. Like, come on, people. And look, we can get into it later, but there are stories I have liked. But I'd say, no, like maybe 70% I don't like.
Okay. Fair enough.
And even, to be honest, the characters, some bald guy like Lex Luthor, cool. Lois Lane,
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, I did like the Greg Rucka Lois Lane.
That was
story,
very good. That was very
but,
good.
yeah, other than that, I just find it boring.
Look, a lot of people think that superheroes are as good as their villains. So what are you're kind of saying because you don't know any of the villains.
It's not really, I don't want to know them.
What do you feel about his powers? Because my number one thing that I've got against Superman is that
eyes.
he's overpowered.
Yeah, but it's just, again, the powers are boring.
Okay.
It's like, and because he's always in Metropolis, so isn't that its own thing?
Yep.
So how far is Metropolis from Gotham?
So apparently Chicago is...
For fuck's sake, they actually have worked
Apparently Chicago is Metropolis and New York is Gotham.
So how's that long as that on a train?
Like, not well.
And he's fast as hell, so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know. It's making me angry. Like right now, I am angry because you brought up Superman. Like, look, those statues, smash them. Like, don't.
It's the most you've
See,
said
look
with
at
me
his
shutting my
dumb
mouth. It's very
outfit.
hard. But the point of this video was for me to give a couple of titles
Yep, not gonna work. But go on.
and see if we can change his mind.
Why do you have to change my mind? Why am I not allowed to not like Superman? Why
Because
is
you're
it-
missing out on some really good classic
But
stories.
I've read most of them.
Not the ones I picked. So I know you haven't read these because I've asked.
Well, I could have lied.
Well, okay, so first of all, so
Wow.
this is all for you guys too.
Already read one of them, so there's a lie.
But you said you don't remember it.
No, because it was not memorable. So not a good story.
With the movie coming out, we're going to do a Superman what to read and all that kind of stuff. But the reality is when people come in asking for what Superman to read, these are the only things I ever tell people to read.
I remembered one Superman that was funny when he had the mullet.
Well, that's one of the titles.
Mullet Man.
So here are my suggestions for you guys
Oh,
and
that
for you.
cover's pissing me off already. Look at the
Oh
way he's
my
looking
God.
at me. Look at him, smug.
I'm going to end with that one.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so first of all, the earliest, Death of Superman.
Yeah, probably the best thing that ever happened. Why couldn't he have stayed dead?
He has a mullet
Yep.
and he gets his ass kicked.
Well, let me look
Now,
through it.
I recommend this for everyone, even if I read this, I'm not kidding, every year almost. Because
The
it's a
art
really
sucks.
Oh my God.
Look at the Glass Man.
It's a very fun popcorn comic. It is one of the most important comics of all time. You all have probably already read it or seen the movies, which are horrible. But this is excellent. It's just fun. Superman dies. It's actually really sad.
Oh,
in
you
the
just
end.
spoiled it.
I think you'll like it.
I don't. But I'll read it. And
No. Okay, so here are the rules. I'll start with the rules. Well, I'm already
What
started.
are the rules?
You can read whatever you want. I'm not going to press you because I want you to actually like these stories. So you can
Already
choose.
sounds like you kind of are. Like, I'm not going to pressure you. I'm going to let you like these stories. Like, you have to like them, but...
No, I'll be surprised if you don't like these stories, I should say.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to be angry on purpose hating it. I will be honest. You
Okay,
know this.
deal.
You know this.
Deal. And this is the 90s in a nutshell. You can read your Spawns and your 90s X-Men with Jim Lee. This is the most 90s comic you can ever read. So second of all, I've picked for you Superman for All Seasons. Now it is by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, and I know you like them.
Yeah, they did Long Halloween.
And this is such a
Looks
beautiful-
short, so that's fine.
It's a beautiful series. It takes place over each season, and it deals with Superman's very first year living in Metropolis.
Oh, does he have trouble finding a jumper for winter? And
Maybe, you'll have to read it to find out.
get some trouble for having short shorts in summer.
I
doesn't make shorts.
I believe the movie has something to do with this as well. This is excellent. It is such a nice, wholesome story.
Thanks, Dad.
It is a very daddish story. Really good. I can't recommend it enough, so that's why you have it.
That's a bit washed. His face
Oh my
sucks.
God.
Hey guys, let's put a brick with some eyes. That is terrible.
Okay.
Ugh. Yuck. Oh. Yep.
All right. So next.
I've read that one.
All right. Superman Red Sun. How long ago did you read it?
Like I said, years and regretted it really, I think. But I'll try it again because whatever.
So Superman Red Sun.
All I remember is it's in Russia, obviously.
Yes. He lands in Russia instead of America, so he
Cold.
gets raised with the Russia is great
KGB.
instead of the KGB. Russia's great. America sucks. So complete kind of opposite of what he is.
It's an Elseworlds title.
It's an Elseworlds title. It's by Mark Miller, who created Kick-Ass and a bunch of other stuff.
Hit
And
Girl?
it's got Dave Johnson on the artwork. It's really good. Yep, there you go.
Yep, thanks. Good gift.
Really, really,
See,
really
this
good.
at least the art's decent, but yeah, I kind of remember it.
Now, the last one.
One of the Olsen.
All right, I hated All-Star Superman the first time I read it. I thought it was typical Grant Morrison weirdness.
I was about to say, is it going to be weird?
I then reread it as a whole, because I read it first in single issues, and it's a masterpiece. This is what the movie apparently is based on, apparently. It is so good. It's got Frank Quitely on the artwork, Grant Morrison on the writing. Superman finds out he only has a year to live.
Oh, finally.
What happens? Does he live? Does he die? What does Lex Luthor do with that information? Brilliant. I love it.
The art
to
looks
death.
good.
Oh, finally!
No, that one had better art.
All right.
Well, the one that I loved was Space Age, which we've talked about.
Yeah?
And that's probably my favourite. I haven't read these yet, so I'm not saying, but that was one that made me like it. But that's also because I love All Red's art, and it was just a cool story. But it was kind of like a retelling of his origin, so...
So that's your homework. You can read whatever you want. You can take as long as you want until the movie comes out.
But you said I don't have to read it if I don't want to, so it's not homework.
Okay, you have to read at least one of them
stuttering.
because otherwise the follow-up video will be an excuse of why you didn't read it.
Well, then will I get in trouble?
Yes, you will get a caning.
Well, what?
You know how they hit people at schools?
Sorry, I said caning. I'm like, what? Well, yeah.
You decide, there's no rush.
I'm not saying I look forward to it because I don't.
You guys tell me
But-
if you think I made good choices.
Oh, they're going to comment, then
They
I'm
will
going to cop
comment.
it because they'll get so angry. You made fun of Superman. No.
You guys tell us if I made the right choices, what Remy should maybe read. Simple as that.
it's
I
not
think
gonna
these are
happen.
great, and then we'll do a follow-up video as soon as he's read them before the movie comes out. You better read them before the movie comes out, and you can tell us
Don't-
what you think.
See, you say, oh, you can do this, but it has to be then. So it's not so free, is it? Because you're putting deadlines.
Deadlines.
Yep. Dad lines.
That's
You
it for
would
part
too.
1 of our Superman video, which I just decided is going to be called
Stupid.
Why Superman Sucks.
Oh, that's going to
yeah.
make people angry already.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.